Good morning and welcome back to AM Break with Ann and Audra, and I'm here with, introduce yourself.
Detective Travis Knight from the Leon County Sheriff's Office.
Perfect, and you're actually here today to talk about a subject that moms and dads, grandparents, guardians, we all are very concerned with this because it comes down to, we know there's stuff that we don't know. And what we're talking about is our children and all the different apps and all the different technology and how to protect them from weirdos, frankly.
Predators.
Yeah, stalking your children via online social media apps and different apps that are also there. How do we do that? What's the first thing every parent needs to know when it comes to protecting their kid from predators via their smartphones and tablets and things like that?
I would say the very first thing that parents need to understand is they need to be vigilant and stay on top of what their children know.
Okay. Which is kind of hard.
Technology-wise.
Right,
yeah.
technology is crazy.
Very difficult. But gone are the days now where, as a parent, if you had a flip phone, your child had a smartphone,
right,
and you try to stay relegated back to, I'm just going to use this, they can use that,
right,
and not understand the technology. You've got to pick your child's phone up. You've got to get their laptop, whatever they're using to communicate online, you've got to pick that up and look at it. You've got to understand it.
So I was just telling Detective that 2 days after we booked you, I was on social media, on Facebook, and I saw a post from a man who said, I'm not posting this so you all can judge me as a parent. I'm posting this so that you know. And he went through and told a story about an app called Musical.ly, which my son has, and I've now since gone through, where his daughter was texting somebody else that she also thought was another 9-year-old girl like her. The girl says, send me a picture, so she does. Then the other person says, well, send me a picture without your t-shirt on. And then it got really creepy and weird. She goes and he shows her parents, and they're now trying to track this person to find out who they are. But chances are it's not another 9-year-old girl. This is scary stuff, actually, when it comes to protecting your kids. So your
Right.
point is, tell your children I'm going to go through your phone. But do we reach a point of invasion of privacy?
No, not with your
I agree.
You bought that phone.
True.
It is yours. Now, your child may use it, but it's yours. Don't be afraid to pick up the phone and look in it and sit down with your child and say, show me these applications. You know, make them go through and go to each one. And if it's an application that you click on and there's a password enabled in order to get into it,
right,
make them put the password in.
Okay.
Because a lot of times these applications will, on the face, look like an innocent game application, sure, or a picture editing type application, and instead they are in the area where kids can either save photos, or it's an area where they can get in and then communicate through that application.
Right.
Don't be afraid to pick up your child's phone. Watch their behaviors. You know, I've got an 11-year-old daughter, and I can tell you that, you know, if I pick up her phone and she reacts a certain way, there's something on there I need to know about.
It's got to be rough to have a father who's a detective, but
it is for her.
Right, sure.
But there's a multitude of resources out there for parents to monitor their children's
sure
activity online.
Right.
Not just with the cell phone, but computer-wise as well.
Right.
There's a website called opendns.com, which is kudos to one of our IT specialists, Wes Brigman.
Kudos.
Gave me that insight not long ago, because there's so much out there. I don't know everything, you know, and I try my best to learn what I can, and when we run across a case with a new application, you know, right, I dive into it to try to learn about it. But
and that's the thing, there's so much coming out every single day, and to keep up with it and work and raising your kid and your own life,
right,
it gets to be overwhelming.
Right, absolutely. And again, there's a lot out there that you really have to look into. Staying on top of your child, being vigilant with what they're doing technology-wise. Don't let them go to the bathroom with their phone all the time. If they've got a laptop or if you've got a computer, don't let them keep it in their bedroom all the time.
Right.
You know, have a central location in the house that you use the computer so you can monitor their activity. Again, with this website, opendns.com,
right,
it allows you to filter a lot of activity coming through your router.
Sure.
You can also sync it with mobile devices, so if they go to a buddy's house,
right,
you know, it will pick up and say, you know, if your buddy tries if your son tries to search a website at his buddy's house that mom or dad doesn't want to see,
looking at, right,
it's going to come up and say, if you've got this website and all the parameters put in place, it's going to come up and say, come see dad. that kind of thing. So that's just one of many that are out there. Talk to them about these dangers. The worst thing I think kids do, and they don't even realize it, especially when they get on Facebook and Instagram, the two largest social media platforms around right now, okay? And Facebook owns Instagram, so there you go.
There you go.
A big thing that these kids do is they take photos, even adults. They take photos, they post them online. They don't realize what they're taking pictures of. It's great to show your achievements in life and everything, but if you're taking pictures of your daughter who is a cheerleader at Child's High School, Lincoln, and then you post that on your website or you post that on your Facebook account, that's fantastic. But you're also kind of opening that door for a stalker or a creeper to come in and say, location says they're in Tallahassee. Now, it may not give a definitive answer as to where they are, but Tallahassee, Childs. Well, you know how easy it is to Google that. Next thing you know, you've got this creep sitting in the stands watching your child at a football game just because you posted on Facebook, where they go to school.
Really makes you just want to shut down your account.
It does, and it's scary. And I don't mean to scare people, but if you gave me your child's name, I could probably tell you what they had for breakfast. And you guys will probably laugh. Pinterest. You can actually chat with somebody via Pinterest.
I spend a lot of time on Pinterest. Don't beat up Pinterest.
But you can. But it's. You can actually chat with somebody.
You can, right?
You can private chat, and and so even something as innocent as that can lead to something dangerous. So that's why when you ask, well, how do I approach this with my child? You just sit down with them. You take their phone. You go through everything. Look at all the applications. If you don't know something, ask them. Again, back to Pinterest. Great resource to type in online child safety. And it gives you a plethora of information is to look at.
Wonderful. I'll do that too. All right, well, we're actually going to have you back to talk about other subjects when it comes to technology and protecting our children. But thank you so much for this information. I know a lot of moms and dads at home are wondering about this, and they realize, and I think some of us back off just because it's so overwhelming, and we think, he's safe, she's safe. And we back off because we don't have the time to learn it all. But that is great advice. Thank you so very much.
No problem.
Thanks for joining us, and we'll be right back.